On this episode of Out Here Winging It podcast, we had Myles Arbon step in and save the day. So as most people know, if you're going through disease or whatever you want to call it, you know that life just throws a curveball. And Dom on this one had a curveball thrown at him, and he wasn't able to make it when he was supposed to, and he had to call out sick. So Myles stepped in. We dove into Myles' life a little bit about how much he loves fishing, traveling, adventures, and what he has to do with RiseX and all these other businesses that he has going on. So listen to this one. I think you're going to like it. If you haven't yet, subscribe, share it with your friends. Let us know what you guys think, and enjoy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and we like to start out with gift giving. You want a gift? They're white elephant gifts.
Sure. I forgot mine.
Let me get mine.
Should I get my car keys?
You better go scrounge. It's not oatmeal.
All right.
So yep, that's this is our. We have to possess these items that we give away for each episode.
Okay. Whoa. Sweet. Okay.
A balloon.
A rubber. A rubber. Got a rubber. No way. For real? What's this from?
He got that for me a year ago, and we did some pirate video thing.
Okay.
It was fun.
We were selling e-bikes, and we made like
a year ago.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Show the camera.
Minecraft.
Okay. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I found it.
He'd be so pissed.
It was originally
Love
for Dom, because he's kind of a gamer, and that's a hydration packet.
Wonderful.
You might actually like that one.
No, this is great.
Mountain Ops gave me a bunch of stuff when I went to their headquarters, dude.
Yeah.
And that thing, it's Baja Blast flavor, dude.
Oh, I'll try that.
And it's good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
For 20 gauge.
There you go.
Yeah, you can tell which ones I'm going to use.
You're not going to wear the necklace? That's rude. The necklace needs to be put on for sure.
You're right.
Right.
The still
Slay the flag.
Here on out. I'm trying to. Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah. All right.
All right, dude.
Well, thank you.
Here's this one.
There's
game
more?
for you. Yeah. Well, we each give you one or some.
Pooper Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Game for you to play.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of
Honestly,
such
I
thing.
don't either. I have
Is
no
it a
idea.
card game? I've
Yeah,
never heard of it. Okay.
Maybe you and Liz could play that. Or
Yeah.
Riz.
Riz. Yeah. Sweet. Thank you.
You can use that. I
Typical
mean,
dad. Thank you so much.
a goal zero
Great,
solar
guys.
panel for when you're fishing, dude.
No way. I appreciate that.
You
That's
can plug
badass.
you can plug your USB right into that.
I bet you
Yeah.
$50 that doesn't work.
It does.
That's fine. That's fine. It's
Well, I
the
think it
thought that
does.
counts.
I think it does. I haven't used it for a
I
year.
feel bad.
So.
I don't have anything for you guys.
Yeah, we don't
That's
tell
funny.
people.
I really should
No,
have
this is-
watched your podcast
No,
before
we don't tell
I
them.
came on here.
This is new, too. This is only round 3 of gift giving.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
What are you gonna do with a balloon?
You want it?
No. I want to know what you're gonna do with a balloon.
I was hoping to leave it here.
Oh, dang it! I thought you'd maybe have something good with it. You're like, dude, I could
Yeah.
use this for my fishing excursion. Like
Cocaine.
maybe give me an
No.
indicator.
I'll give it to the kids.
Be a bobber
you
indicator
go.
for
You
you.
put drugs
That's
in
a
it.
big bobber.
Yeah,
Tie it up.
fish, big bobbers.
Sell it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, balloon it.
There you go. Ta-da. I'll move it out of your way.
That was good. Thank
That
you
way,
guys.
but I'll put all your belongings in here. Nope.
So funny.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
See, now you got something to talk about tomorrow at RiseX.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic.
Maybe that should be a new RiseX thing.
Gift giving.
Bring a gift. You got 5 people at your table. Bring a gift. It has to be something that you already have at your house, and you give them, and
That's good.
it's kind of fun.
It is fun. It's fantastic.
I love that you kept the medallion.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I better wear that.
You better keep it on.
Yeah, I'll keep
That actually
on.
fits. I like that.
I'm sweating. My back.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. Let's just start. You ready?
I'm ready.
You have no idea what we do, so we're just gonna ask you fun questions. I just know that you like fishing.
Yeah,
And I want to know immediately what the craziest, maybe weirdest fishing story you may have.
Weirdest?
Yeah. Or best.
Okay. Yeah, so it may not be the fishing,
It may not be
fishing
about
story.
the fish.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, so last year I went to Mongolia, and while I was in Mongolia, I did this expedition trip or whatever. So you land in Mongolia, you take an 8-hour off-road drive, and to get to the base camp or whatever, and it's all off-road. We broke down 3 times on the way up there. It was raining, and you do a river crossing, and anyhow, it's a haul to get up there. Once you're at the base camp, then the next day you jump on horses, and you do horseback riding for 2 days, basically. Well, on the second day, you fish half a day. So day and a half of riding, and then you hike. So we're back there, right, up in, you're actually pretty close to the Russian border, in the middle of nowhere. And it was the coolest thing, though, because occasionally, I think I only saw 2 because it's pretty big, you'd see nomadic families, right? That, I mean, literally just nomads.
Living off the land.
Yeah, living off the land, just herding their goats and whatever. And they invited us in, as we were passing, they invited us in to have a traditional meal with them and stuff in their gur. It's just like a yurt. So, I mean, that was probably like, that's a highlight for me.
That's cool.
Right? Yeah, tried yak milk tea and yak
Did
yogurt.
you milk the yak?
I didn't milk the yak.
Was it good? Was it good food? Were you like surprised, or were you like, oh boy?
The tea mix and mare's milk was okay. Like the yogurt, I mean, I feel bad saying this because it's just so different than what we have here, you know, and it's not a big deal over there. But you'd be like picking out hair a little bit, you know, some yak hair or whatever. And I did have to hide the yak yogurt in my pocket. I didn't want to be rude.
Right.
I took one bite and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." It's like a hard little brick.
Oh,
Yeah, so I just shoved it in my pocket. And when we got back on the horses, it just got dumped on the trail.
Wandered off somewhere else.
yak yogurt. That's crazy.
So is that
was
normal?
good.
Is that normal for the nomadic people to invite you in or invite people in?
Oh, no. I guess this was the first time that they had done that with a group.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
You didn't get shot at? It's like one of
No.
those island things, you know, where people
didn't get shot.
kill missionaries.
Luckily, I wasn't trying to preach the gospel while I was over
There you
there
go.
trying to find big fish. But
Was that your like first, I guess like across the world travels like that?
yeah, like as far as Mongolia, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've done stuff closer,
Nice.
like Mexico and Canada and stuff, Caribbean. But yeah, I've never just gone alone.
Oh, you went by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Have another one coming up the end of April, going to the Seychelles. That'll be pretty sweet.
Alone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Based
Well, I
on-
mean, I'm meeting a outfit there. But
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll be going along.
Based on fishing?
Yeah.
Nice.
How do you know how to trust these people?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
You better wear your
Just-
medallion.
yeah.
Pure gold.
If we get a picture of you with that over there, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where some
Medallion? That'd be funny.
I'll try to remember. That'd be funny. I'll bring it. No, it'll be good.
Yeah, like first time going out of the country. Like I look at going on trips. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Brazil. I'm like, the hell I am. I don't know shit about Brazil. And I'll freak myself out.
Yeah, but then you just go and it's fine and you figure it out.
You ever take your kids?
I haven't taken them anything that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mongolia, isn't the weather there like crazy drastic in both directions, freezing and heat?
No, it's a lot like here, actually. The latitude's pretty close. They're just slightly above us, at least where I was at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I was reading a book that talked about Mongolia, someone going on a mission in Mongolia, but maybe I'm making this up.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a lot like here where, you know, you can have it be nice and then all of a sudden rain comes in or whatever, it gets cold. But
How bad's the like language barrier? Is that pretty tough?
well, no. So you get there and you land in Ulaanbaatar. I'm trying to remember how they say it, which is the capital. And you can pretty much find your way around pretty easily because people have a lot of people know English, but
Okay.
enough so that you can make out where you need to go or whatever. And then honestly, the rest of my time there, it was pretty much taken care of because once I got to, I had to take another flight to another city, but once I got to that city, I met the head guide that was guiding the fishing, and it was
See, from he knew everything from
It
there.
was cake from there.
You're chauffeured.
Yeah, it was cake from
And
there.
you
It
were
wasn't
fishing.
bad.
What were you fishing for there?
Timon.
And that's like a salmon, right? Is that what you said?
So it's a salmonid, which is like the salmon and trout. It's the largest species of trout or salmon in the world.
How big?
They get huge. They get like 50 plus inches. And
Holy.
yeah.
And it wasn't the trip you
monstrous.
expected, right? Or
What do you mean?
you were telling me about this in Island Park a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was like you showed up like rip rearing to go, and it wasn't quite like.
Oh yeah, like was I talking? I don't remember what I was talking about specifically, but
You were saying
just-
like it took you
was
like
hard.
a couple of days or
Oh
something.
yeah.
like-
No, it was just way harder. It was just so much harder than I expected.
Yeah.
You know, to find the fish, especially where I was at, because we were up in the headwaters, which is the tops of the mountains and stuff where the river starts or whatever. But the other thing is we were so close to Russia, we had to check in like 4 different times from the time I landed to the time I got up to base camp, checking paperwork and
Oh, really?
everything like that.
They wanted
Yeah.
to know everything.
Yeah. I wasn't ever like nervous there or anything because again, everything was taken care of for you. The only
Right.
time I was like, oh man, did I just get into some trouble or whatever? Is I was taking pictures of this canyon that we were at a check station that was probably like 100 yards away from us, and I was just standing at the truck. I was supposed to wait there, and I was just taking pictures because it's beautiful. And then 2 guys come running out with guns, and they're screaming, and the guide's like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? Like, to me, I was just taking pictures. He's like, don't take pictures. And yeah, then
They didn't want
it
you
was
taking
intense.
pictures.
No. He wanted my phone, so we went through my phone together, deleted all the photos or whatever, and then, yeah, that was the only time I was like, oh my gosh,
Whoa.
what's going on here? And after the fact, I talked to the guide. I was like, does that make you nervous? And he goes, did I seem nervous? I said, yeah, a little bit. He goes, I was.
No way.
Yeah. So apparently in Mongolia, when you turn 18, you have to do some military service or you can pay your way out of it. But so like everyone's in the military, and every 6 months at these stations, they get new service members or whatever. So he goes, every 6 months it's tense because this was the first time, like when we went up there, it was those guys' first time checking people as they passed or whatever, or checking this group.
They weren't letting nothing slide.
And so they didn't know, one, why is an American out here with you? And we're so close to the Russian border and yada, yada. And he said, by the time like you do it 3 or 4 times, they know who you are. They know why there's an American with you, and they're a lot more relaxed. But
Wow.
yeah, it was this kid's first time, and he was intense, but
They draw on you?
no. Think
That's that's crazy. I wouldn't have thought that.
yeah, no, it was
They
sweet,
thought you were a
though.
spy.
Yeah, show me all the secret apps on your phone. All I have is pictures of my wife.
And fish.
And fish.
Yeah.
And fish.
No, it was really cool. We were very close to the Russian border though. Like once we got to the very top and we were hiking, we passed this sign, and the guide was in Mongolian, but there was also in English below it, and it said no foreigners past this point because we're getting up closer to the border or whatever. So we couldn't go past that, and he's like, okay, well, let's go. And I was like, we're going past it. He goes, the better fishing's up there. I'm like, let's go then. So we hiked, I don't know, not very long, probably another 2-3 miles or something. And then there's another sign that was just in Mongolian. There's no English. And he said, this sign says not even Mongolians can go past here. Like, this is as far as you can go. I said, okay. And he goes, let's go find some fish. And so we went. And it was, he's like, if you see anyone, just sit down. Just sit down. Don't move. Just sit down or whatever, because Border Patrol will occasionally check. And he goes, and don't worry, if we get caught, I'll be in trouble. You won't. Like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, dude. He gets shot.
You're in Russian jail.
Yeah, dude.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was cool. It was beautiful up there. And he was right. That's where the fish were. At least the first fish that we ran into were up there.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
That's
fun.
cool.
So are they ocean run fish?
Not these ones. No, there is some that, well, actually,
I didn't know
don't know
like
if they
how
are
they
ocean
actually
now.
like river systems work there. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Idaho obviously has ocean run fish that come a couple 100 miles, 700 miles or whatever up in, but like, I don't know if Mongolia has got a river system that goes.
Yeah, I think they're lake. I think that some of them are lake run, and then some are just river residents.
Gotcha.
Year round. But
That's cool. Fly fishing or no?
yeah, I was fly fishing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's your main thing, fly fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I would have took the ugly stick.
Yeah. Would have done better than I did, I'm sure. But
I don't know. I ain't a good fisherman. But
And you got a big project coming up or in the works, right? In North Fork?
oh yeah, yeah. So Riss and I bought 40 acres of riverfront on the North Fork. This is actually the first time I've talked about it.
Oh, is hush hush? We can't.
oh man.
No, we can
Oh.
talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Riss she didn't want it to like post it or whatever because is worried about how it would come across or whatever.
Just want people's perception to be like,
Well, all
Exactly.
14 people that
Perception
listen
of
to this are
what
going
we're
to
doing.
talk about it.
Yeah,
So.
that's fine. No, yeah, I'm stoked. So we bought some property with my dad. He owns a place 2 miles up the road. He owns 7 acres up there, and he did a salmon and steelhead restoration project on his portion. And then we just bought this piece with him last year, just split it 50-50. We were both looking at the same property. And I was telling my younger brother about this property, and my dad overheard me, and he goes, "Oh, are you looking at that piece off of 93?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm looking at that." And I was like, "Well, let's just buy it together then." And so bought it together, and an acre of it was a total junk pit. So we've been cleaning that up, and yeah, we're going to do a salmon and steelhead restoration project along the rest of the river,
Nice.
which would be awesome. Should be
And it's
really
like-
impactful.
It's against Highway 93?
Yeah. So are you familiar with Salmon area, North
yeah.
Fork?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you go from North Fork and say you're like headed towards Missoula,
Yep.
yeah, where you cross over the North Fork, it starts there
Okay.
and then goes up. There's some pasture and stuff, but yeah, it's
That'll be sweet, man.
Yeah.
So you're not like gravel road North Fork. You're still on the highway.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm from Darby, so I travel
Oh,
that stretch
sweet.
of road like anytime we go home. That's going through the valley.
What brought you out here?
Work. Yeah.
Okay.
Working for the utility down here, but born and raised just up and over the hill in Montana. So
Darby's sweet, man.
yeah, it's sick.
I love Hamilton. My sister lives in Hamilton.
Okay.
That whole Bitter Valley is unreal.
Yep.
It's gorgeous.
That's where I've been since 10 years ago, but born and raised in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
Heck yeah. Sweet. So obviously you've done some pretty cool things. You know, Mongolia, you're pretty successful for a guy to go on a trip like that. Give us a little background
It's
on
irresponsibility.
Yeah,
it's not success.
Yeah.
It's irresponsible.
Well, we're gonna go off success. Give us a little background on how you kind of got to being able to, you know, sweep buying property, drive a sick truck, go on, you know, across the country or the world and trips. Give us a little bit of background on what's your daily life like. What do you do for work? And
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, just to answer that, it really can be summed up with just dumb luck. I mean, I think anybody that you have to be able to admit that there's a portion of life that is just lucky, that is just the right person that you met at the right time, and that for me, that's exactly what's happened. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur ever since I was a kid. I was trying to sell candy bars on the bus, that type of thing. And then, when I was 18, I started my first business called Exalted Exotics. I was in exotic animals.
no way.
Yeah,
reptiles and stuff?
reptiles primarily. Yeah,
Sick.
yeah, and just did terrible. I mean, didn't make any money. You know,
How many reptiles did you kill?
did I kill?
Yeah, how many didn't survive?
I don't really remember
Most
any
people ask how many you
dying
sold.
like
Devin
that.
asked how many you killed.
I know some died to malnourishment.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, it was more just that's not like, oh, I'm gonna do this for a living. It was just, you know, always wanted to start a business or do
passion.
something on the side, you know, to make money or whatever. But a lot of it was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at still today. It feels like I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, you know. But had a couple other businesses that also didn't work, and eventually, for fun, have you guys ever heard of the Pacific Crest Trail? Mm-hmm. So I used to be really into backpacking and stuff, and a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, we should go do like these sections on the PCT," and I was like, "Sweet, let's go do that." And so I bought a camera to take pictures while we were out there or whatever, and I really liked the photography. It was a lot of fun, and wanted to do it once we got back. And I just thought, well, I think I could make some money doing photography, but I didn't want to do like just family portraits and stuff like that, because I figured that if there was going to be any money in it, it was going to be, you know, doing photography for businesses. So I started doing that. And one thing led to another. I ended up doing, being the head of photography for this event that I was asked to go shoot. And I met a guy there that had a video company, and we hit it off, and he asked me to come partner with him. And so he bought my photography business, and I came and partnered. And I mean, that was really the first like step in the right direction. We partnered in that media company, and 9 months later we merged with 4 other companies, brought those all together, and yeah, so that we merged with those other companies. We had a social media marketing company, a website development company, a search engine optimization company, and then the media company, which I was a part of or whatever. So brought all those together under one roof and had a bunch of partners. Fast forward, bought all those partners out. And so that business is called Arcade Marketing, and that's one of the businesses I do day to day. I still have a great relationship with the partners we bought out. In fact, RiseX that we were talking about earlier, he was one of my original partners in that merger. I'm still partners with him, Ryan, in RiseX. And then I'm partnered in a pump and drilling company with 2 other guys from that original merger as well. So
Dang.
All sorts of stuff going on. Is Arcade Market, is that the one off Lincoln Road?
yeah, we were.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I've seen the sign.
Yeah, we were. We're 100% remote now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's sweet.
COVID, is that why? Or is
No, it was actually
company choice?
It was only last year. I knew for a while that to find the talent that we really were looking for and wanted, that we need to expand the pool. You know, so we decided to take on remote workers and everything. And then the tenants that are, because we own the building as well, the tenants that are in there now were willing to pay a lot more for rent than I was. So it made a lot more sense to have them move in, and we could just run the company remotely. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Nice.
How did RiseX develop?
So it's Ryan's baby. In 2017, he wanted to do a business conference called RiseCon, which we're going to do again this year. You 3 should definitely come.
I'm signed up for it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You guys?
I'm not. I'm
yet.
a last minute any person thing. Like, I'm like, I'll do that
Definitely
tomorrow.
come, though. Anyhow, so we did the business conference. That was the first day I actually met Ryan, was at the conference, because I was partnered with his business partner in a different business. Anyhow, so after after that conference, it was such a good time that we were talking about what we could do to just continue it. And Ryan's like, we should do a monthly version of a smaller version of this monthly. And that's really how it got started.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
And that started in 2017, you said, or I bought it?
2018. We started it and then bought Gavent in 2021.
Okay. I remember you talking about Gavent or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that's cool, dude. How many people are part of RiseX?
I mean, members or owners?
Yeah, members.
Members. We're at 52 members right now.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah.
What's the churn rate?
Too high.
You're like, how do we keep these?
Yeah. I mean, it is like that. Like, how do we continue to provide value and make sure that everybody's getting what they need out of it, you know?
Yeah. I guess what's the hardest part of running that thing? Just trying to get members there and keep them, or?
Yeah, I think it's the hardest part is getting people to understand that what we're trying to do at RiseX is not what you see in other networking groups, other common networking groups where it's just a referral basis type of thing. We want to build real relationships there, right? It's not just a tit for tat. You recommend me, I'll recommend you. Like, you know, even this right now, I'm sitting here with you guys because of RiseX and the relationships that I've built there. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the hardest part, is getting people to recognize that if you think of RiseX as just a regular ROI, like, oh, I put this much money, I'm going to get this much out, then you're missing 70% of what that group is. You know, the opportunity to work through your issues together is huge, right? Yeah. The opportunity to mentor people that have been where you used to be, where you can help them. That's another big part of it, right? And versus just a traditional networking group where, oh, here's my 5 referrals or whatever. We didn't want to make it like that.
Yeah. There's nothing quite like paying for something to make yourself do something at the same time. So
sure.
like,
yeah,
for instance, like I'll take courses or I'll sign up for stuff like this. And it's like, I got to get my butt in gear to make sure that I'm utilizing this money the right way. Not even for like a return on investment, but like you said, some sort of connections or do the medallion, man.
I was like, what the heck?
But I guess like making sure like you're actually working on what you said you're going to work on, you know?
Right. Like a part of accountability.
Yeah. Just like I bought this photography a video course, and I'm like, I better get working on this video course. You know, I better actually start learning. Yeah. You know, I better like utilize this money. So it's not like just transactional, like, I'll get you business, you get me business. It's like, no, you're there to learn, relationships. I think a lot of business now, right? I'm new to business, but with AI coming out and everything, like just being remote and all this stuff, like people in the next 5 years are going to be longing for connection.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's already happening.
Yeah.
And so even me personally, where I'm like, man, you're working your own job, you start your own business, and it's just you.
How do you think it's going to come? Where are people going to get it?
I honestly...
As we dive deeper, right, into social media, which is kind of crazy because, you know, I make a living off of social media and ads and things like that. So it's this catch-22 where I recognize that there's some major drawbacks, right, with spending so much time in front of a screen.
But it's your money.
But but it's what's making the world go round, you know. So what will it look like, do you think?
Dude, I don't know, because social media is changing big time too. Like where before it's like Gary Vee talks about, it's not social media, it's interest media now.
Yeah.
And it's, for instance, example, I just launched like a fundraiser yesterday to try to help pay for another kid's cancer treatment in Mexico. And I posted a video. It got like 10,000 views. I think it's much harder to go viral now, but it's also, I posted a follow-up video and then people are like, hey, I haven't been seeing any of your content. I follow you and I just don't see any of your stuff, you know? And it's like, it's not, people following you doesn't mean anything anymore, you know? So it's like this weird, social media is hard because I think personal brand is important for things now, like authenticity, growing what you're doing. But it's hard if you're not just creating viral content all the time, because then your own followers aren't even seeing your stuff. So it's like, yeah, how's personal brand fall into this? How does social media help or hurt that? Yeah. And then this connective piece. Yeah, dude, I don't know where, because even social media is going away from the connective piece. So, dude, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I have no answer.
Like, I think about like the platform school, you know, like SKOL. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's just like an online community. So you're big time into fishing. You could start your own little fishing community on there. And, you know, people sign up, you can email them. It's just how people stay connected. Some people run courses through it. You got to pay to be a part of this community. I wonder if platforms like that are really going to like flourish because of the connective piece. But at the same time, it's hard because it's different connecting online than in person.
Sure. Yeah.
So that's where I think things like RiseX, where it's community based and people are actually meeting people. Because there's times where I wake up, I'm like, man, I don't feel like getting dressed and going, you know? And not because it's like not useful, but just because I'm being lazy maybe, you know? But every time I go, I'm like, hell yeah. Like, it's nice to go talk to people.
It is. Yeah, I love it. It is literally my favorite day of the month.
Yeah.
I mean, after you leave that meeting, every time I'm like, oh,
Feel good.
jacked.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Love it.
I think it might be kind of also like technology, Instagram stuff right now. Obviously it's always going to be like huge because it's always evolving, you know, but I kind of see it as like trending, as in, you know, like eating healthy, or I feel like it's going to come and go, in my opinion. Like technology is always going to take off. There's always going to be the newest, latest, and greatest, but I feel like there's going to be a tipping point at some point where people are like, this is brain rot. You know what I'm saying? Like people have talked about it a lot,
Yeah.
the death scroll or whatever. But I feel like there's going to be at some point where people start like advocating for being like, hey, lock your phone up, go outside.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that,
You know?
I wonder how that's going to come when like my kids turn 18 and get out of the house. And then it's like, I don't lock their phone. I don't have the control over it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man. Like I know kids that are like, I mean, I spend plenty of time on my phone in a day, but kids are like 6 and 8 hours a day on their phone, either playing games or scrolling or doing whatever. And you're just like, dude,
Yeah.
like what's going to happen when mom doesn't tell you to put your phone down for 10 minutes to eat your food? Like instead of you're sitting here, you're like this, you're like, oh yeah, scroll. And it's like, that's your freaking life. You're just like, dang, I don't know. Like I hope that the pendulum swings and it goes like here and then comes back, you know?
Yeah.
But I just look at it and I'm like, these kids are not, like, the only reason that they're doing right now what they're supposed to be doing is because mom and dad tell them, or somebody tells them that has a vision of what life should be, or you know, was or whatever. It's like, yeah, back in my day, we went out and rode our freaking bikes. And like, what are those kids going to tell them? Yeah, back in my day, we sat on the couch and scrolled Instagram. What are you guys doing? You're on your VR sets or something, chatting with your AI girl.
You brought up a good point, though. With that being said, then, do you think like part of it could be just the fact of like us being responsible parents and actually giving them experiences like that so that they are knowing of like what's actually out there, instead of being like, hey, we'll go be quiet on the couch, sit on your tablet.
You know, for sure. Yeah, I think it's become I mean, this is a rabbit hole that we could go down and talk for hours, right? But it's like, it's so much of it's a crutch. It's like, oh, Jimmy's crying. Oh, give him an iPad. He's good now.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, yeah, the little bastard just learned that because he wanted the iPad. He started crying. Now he got his reward. And now your life's easier too. So you just got a reward. And it's like, it's all freaking, if you go back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like you just train that dog to salivate, man. And it's like, I've said this before, but Jen hates it when I say that humans are like dogs. Like we condition each other to make it to where it's like, yeah, you cry, you get an iPad, then mom's happy because you're not crying anymore, and it's just like this cycle. And then it's hard to be like, no, you don't get an iPad today. Then you got to deal with it. You got to do hard shit, but like do the hard thing and not have it. I don't know. And trust me, I am not like on a soapbox because I'm like, stock and shut up, go play video games.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know in closing, I don't know the answer.
Me either.
No clue.
Because that's got to be. Oh, go ahead.
no.
I was like, that's got to be hard in arcade marketing, right? Because everything, like you said, it's all social media based. It's all this stuff, but then you also got AI coming up.
Yeah.
And like, dude, what AI is putting out, like people don't have to know anything but how to run AI.
I know. It's incredible. It'll do some really, I mean, and I'm not an expert by any stretch. In fact, it's a little worrisome because I'm not like intrinsically interested in artificial intelligence. And I feel like if you're going to do anything for your living that takes place on a computer, you probably should be really interested in AI. And I'm just not, but it's already fascinating to me. Just the difference in content creation and even website and app development today, what we can do today versus 12 months ago is just drastically different. Yeah. I think the marketing agencies as a whole will look very different in I don't know how long. Within 3 years for sure. Could be sooner than that.
So let's talk about that. What do you mean? Like I was going to ask you that before Devin went, is like, where do you see marketing going? Like, where do you see, I'll just leave it at that. Like, where is it going?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I really don't. I think like my employees now are creating content, right? I think in the future, if someone was to own a marketing agency, the employees will just be managing agents that create agents, AI agents, right? Just be managing AI agents that do it all. But honestly, you may not even need management of those AI agents if they're programmed correctly. I mean, it's so, I mean, the level of autonomy in some of these programs, and again, I'm no expert, but it's mind-blowing.
If you had to give like one, obviously there's probably so many answers for this. What's a bread and butter like key success for marketing?
Dude.
Like what do you think if like off the top of your head, just being like, I know that works.
For businesses, like in their own marketing?
Yeah.
Content.
Just
video,
content.
Video. You have to be doing video.
Gotcha.
Have to be doing video.
So like, let's just say for a real estate business, like what kind of, like, are you doing like educational? Or are you doing walkthroughs? Or are you doing like
all
a
of the
construction?
above.
Just
anything
whatever.
that has to do with content.
Yeah, because like we were saying, it's about just attention.
Yep.
Right. But here's the thing: is if you can make yourself the expert, right? That's really what's going to help people or help you find leads, right? When you give people something valuable, those people will come back to you. So create valuable videos. I mean, give away free information.
Yeah.
Just create value in video format, and that's, at least today, that's a key to success.
That's the hook right now.
Yeah.
It's so
I mean,
crazy, dude.
even what you guys are doing right here, just this type of stuff for across the board. I can't think of any industry where video is not important. I'm sure there is some.
That sucks.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
It's so crazy too. Even, I mean, when I joined that group, this video filming group, whatever, there's people that film everything just on their phone. And it's like, I think what blows my mind now is like, even through social media stuff, like yesterday I put out a video again, right, trying to raise money for that boy. I spent like 7 hours putting this video together. Okay. That 7-hour video I post, it's at like 20,000 views, nothing crazy. 3 donations, right? I sit down on my couch at the end of the day thinking all day about like, what in the heck did I not land with people? Yeah. I literally take 10 minutes with my little DJI, not even my nice camera, no microphone, just a little DJI mic, put that up, 75 donations overnight. I'm like, social media is crazy to me, dude. I'm like, I asked my wife, I'm like, what do you think the difference was? She's like, honestly, I think it was just more real.
Yeah.
And raw. Like you just,
authenticity.
yeah.
Maybe.
Like I just sat down and I shared my thoughts.
Called people out.
I did call people out too.
Yeah.
But it's like, with what I'm trying to do, it's like trying to pull people out of the death scroll and realizing like, hey, enjoy your life, but maybe give 5 minutes of your time to making someone's life better. And like just trying to give people an avenue, but it's hard to like go grab that person out of their zombie mode.
Sure.
You know, like I feel like that's what social media has created too now. It's just like, yeah, you're like disconnected from everything, including your emotions. Like, hey, there's still life to be lived.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite part of social media? There's a lot of bad things.
I don't know. And honestly, like, again, I'm the last guy, not the last guy. I'm probably the wrong guy that owns a marketing agency for you to be asking marketing questions to. Like, I didn't start a marketing agency. I ended up owning one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I like business. I like business deals. I like that stuff. And
Yeah.
I ended up in a marketing agency. My business partner in that marketing agency right now, he was a marketer that started a business.
He digs it.
You know, so I mean, for me, like, I don't know how to do any of the technical stuff. Mm-hmm. If you were to say, like, Myles, help me with my marketing, like, I would give you the 30,000-foot view of what we know works, but how to actually do that, how to put it into the computer and make it all happen, that's not me.
Talk to the marketing squad.
Yeah, that's when I call one of my employees and go, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
How do I do this? Actually, I would just say, will you please do this?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
See, that's awesome. Though. We talked about that when we were in Island Park. Like you have a skill there that people don't have. Like, because you've talked about like you want to do other things.
Yeah.
At some point, and you're like, I don't know what to do, and it's like, well, that's the good thing is you can do anything because you can't do anything,
Yeah,
right?
See, you were being positive about it and saying that. I was saying I have no skills.
I know, but that's
I
like,
don't know where
you
to
have
go.
the business
'cause-
skill, and that's where it comes into play. It's like I put myself into the operator before I put it into the business owner, and which puts me at a deficit of being like, well, I have to be able to, like for real estate now, it's like I have to be able to find the deals, I have to be able to work on the property and then manage it and get it. And I'm like, why am I doing all this crap? Like maybe I should just find the deals or market them, and that's it, or just find the deals, let somebody else market it, and then I hire a contractor and I hire this and I hire that. But it's like, and then it goes back. I'm like, well, shit, I know how to flip a house, or I know how to do this, or I know how to do this. And it's like, but I could do that and save a little money. And then I'm like, but then there goes this little facet of my business that I shouldn't be doing, or I should be doing, but now I'm in here demoing some property, you know?
Have you read Who Not How?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've read a lot of
You
books,
already
and it's
know.
hard to freaking...
It is so hard.
Yeah.
I agree.
But that's where I say, like, you have the business aspect of it. It's like somebody could come to you and be like, hey, dude, I got a porta potty business. And you're like, okay, what's your KPIs? What's your, what's your profit and loss? What's all of your stuff? Like, how does the overhead look? And you're like, yeah, it looks like a good business. Let's buy it. And they're like, you know how to run it? And you're like, no, but I know how to be a business owner.
Wow.
And you're like, so yeah, Jimmy down the road, he can go and take care of operations and pump the shit. I just have to market it.
Yeah, it sounds nice for sure. I wish it was that easy.
No,
But yeah. No, I mean that's the idea, right? And honestly, I'm lazy. I'm just lazy. I want to make it so I have to do as little as possible, and find the people that enjoy it, right? I mean, that can do it. It's not that I don't want to do the crap work. I've spent a lot of time doing work I don't want to do, but it was in an effort to find people that enjoy that work that I wasn't enjoying.
Yeah.
Put them where they shine, so that I can move on to something else. Because honestly, that is one of the funnest parts about business is finding people that love to do something, and you're like, I have a spot for you. It's perfect, and then I can gallivant to the next thing and try to figure out the next project. But
Yeah. How hard is it for you to find those people and then retain them?
it's been tough. I think it's hard.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons we went virtual, right? Is to try to expand the hiring pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find a lot of really great people. There's a lot of great people, but do they fit? Do they fit the culture of your business? And if they do, okay, great. And then do they want to do what you want them to do? Mm-hmm. Do they get the job? Do they want it? Do they have the capacity to do it? Right? In EOS, if you guys are familiar with EOS, get it, want it, capacity to do it. Do they GWC the role? So if they fit the culture, GWC the role, then you're probably at a pretty good fit. Mm-hmm. But I think it's hard.
Yeah,
what's the secret? Do you know a secret?
No, dude. This is no.
You guys go VA at all? Go overseas with any of the stuff, or you do everything local?
Right now, everything is local. We have used virtual assistants and hired overseas in the past. And there's pros and cons, right? There's pros and cons to everything, but right now it's all in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of my employees are in that company. Most of the employees are outside of Idaho, but yeah, all stateside. Makes it nice for timing. Like if they're account managers, the businesses, they're going to be, their accounts, they're on the same time zone usually. Mm-hmm. So you can work at the same time. We have subcontracted work, like I was saying, overseas, but then it gets really tough if something happens in the middle of the night or whatever. Just
hard.
Yeah. And some people have really figured it out, and that's all they do is use people overseas, and they're saving a lot more money than I'm saving, that's for sure. But for us, it's all local right now.
Yeah, we've dabbled into that a little bit, but it's so hard to find credible and also be able to actually even contact them.
Yeah. Where have you looked?
Honestly, I was talking to a dude from Rise X about a contact that they had, and he just gave me one number and one gal in the Philippines and was like, try it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing at all. So to be honest, nothing crazy. We really don't have any huge leads unless we want to like get a subscription payment for a group that can lead you in the direction, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But us just kind of like solo searching, or like honestly, as ChatGPT said, find a Facebook group with Philippines that will do VA.
Yeah.
Literally.
There's a guy here local that runs a team overseas that you can hire out. I can give you his name and stuff after. I cannot remember his name right now.
Is that the dude you shared with me?
No.
Oh, it's a different.
No, that guy is
sorts of connections.
merchandising specific. Did your wife ever reach out to him?
Not yet. We're trying to figure out how to integrate that into the business.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting concept, for sure.
Yeah. I think I would do it if I had a better solution to the issues we run into. I have no problem hiring overseas. I think that's great. I mean, we get all our stuff overseas. I mean,
yeah.
Why would I just get product but not the other types of work that people can do,
Yeah. I just had a guy email me the other day about being a VA for real estate acquisitions and marketing from Pakistan. I was like, how did you get my information? Like, I'm sure it's out there, whatever, but like, and know exactly what I want or need. Yeah. And you're just marketing yourself to me. So I was like, yeah, I'll set up a time. But then the problem is, it's kind of like the time zones. It's like, I haven't talked with him yet on the phone, but we'll see.
See, this will, like, especially for just virtual assistant work, this is what's going to be really interesting with AI. And you guys are familiar with Clawbot? I know the name. I don't know how it works or anything.
No.
Well,
Claw or Claude?
Claw, I think is the slang for it, but it was Clawbot. Then people call it Clawbot. OpenAI just bought it this last week. I don't know if they're going to change the name, but it's an open source agent that has access to your entire computer. The stories of what this AI can do is unreal. Like,
build you anything.
Yeah, build you anything. But I was watching this video because I'm addicted to social media like the rest of us. And this guy was talking about having it, he told it to buy tickets to like a hockey game or something through a website. It couldn't do it through the website. So it downloaded like a phone app and then called the venue and got the tickets that way without being told Now, I don't know. That's the like social media version of the story. I don't know what the truth of what actually happened is, but I've listened to a bunch of stories like that where, I mean, they're pretty autonomous. It's crazy.
Sketchy. That's wild.
Yeah, they say buy a separate computer to download that into so it doesn't have access to all your stuff. Because another one, like the
Oh my gosh, dude.
like the bought a $3,000 or $2,000 course and like didn't ask permission or whatever, but just did it so that it could learn what it needed to learn or whatever. Again, I don't know if that's true.
Just asking for forgiveness.
I think there's
Buying
movies
what
like
it
that where
wants.
the bots trap you inside the house and starve you out and kill you, and yeah, it's like a horror movie coming at you.
Wow.
Lex is gonna be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, technology is crazy cool, but at the same time, that's scary to me.
Yeah, me too.
It is what it is. It's the world we live in.
That's crazy what the truth is, right? You've been talking about the truth, social media, and the truth.
Right.
Like, that's hard enough. And then it's like, all right, now we're trying to determine, take the ICE stuff, for instance, like there's all these fake videos that are coming out about ICE, right? That AI is creating, not AI, but like people are using AI to create.
Yeah.
It's building.
And stirring people up on fake propaganda,
Yeah.
And like, dude, the truth of anything.
It's hard. I was just talking with Riss about this the other day. Like, I have so little trust in anything I see, like political or otherwise, which is why I gave that caveat to the story I told.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just,
Because most people don't give that caveat. Most people are just like, dude, I saw this on Facebook. It's true. And you're like, no, dude, that was a 300-foot tall monkey. That ain't true. And you're like, no, it's on Facebook. It's true. It's out there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard.
people are bamboozled pretty easily now.
I know.
And they don't check.
And then I think about what's all the stuff I've been bamboozled by that I didn't even realize that I just bought hook, line, and sinker, didn't even think about, then went and told someone.
Yeah,
See what I
dude, now you're
saw?
spreading it.
Yeah.
I was talking about that earlier, like all the Epstein file stuff coming out, and like
Perfect example.
I'll just see it. I'm like, okay, let's see how much truth there. And I'm just asking chat. I'll just screenshot it, dump it into chat. I'm like, is there any meat here? And then like just breaks it down. And chat could be lying to me too, dude. That bitch lies to me all the time. Yeah. But like, I'm like, dude, okay, like it obviously and I could tell because it was made by AI. You could tell. Right now, you can still tell. There's like tall tale signs. And I'm like, okay, this little flyer was built by AI, and I dump it in, and it breaks down all the facts, blah blah. It's like claiming, it's just propaganda. It was about this one was actually about like the Charlie Kirk halftime show, and like how that all went political. And they're like, oh no, this is like the Charlie Kirk stuff's all a nonprofit, and this is a good media play for them to get as many leads as they possibly can to eventually turn those people into donors. But they started it through controversy. And so it was just controversial leads and like getting people, and then people were fighting about this stuff. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
Was it true though?
No, like what the flyer said and like dude, it was just all made up stuff.
It's all fake.
It was like, and I can't even remember, I'll have to look at like what this flyer was talking about, but, it was someone's going to break into the Super Bowl media thing, and it's the Charlie Kirk show's going to air over Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance, and you
Man,
guys
I wish it
watch.
would have.
Dude, it was just like, dang, dude, it's just
I
crazy.
didn't even watch it. There's so many people worked up. What were
Lucky
people
you.
worked up about?
I don't know. It was just a terrible show, in my opinion. It wasn't the fact that he's Puerto Rican or Mexican or
Puerto Rican.
yeah, like whatever. I just didn't.
Yeah, I don't know Spanish, so it sucked.
Yeah,
for
it
me,
was like,
'cause I
how the
just
hell
like,
am I
don't
listening to
know.
this? It's like, I don't know.
I saw this point of view from dudes in the stands. Did you guys see this?
Huh?
It was actually super funny. It was like this guy's in the stands and he's like looking down on the field as they're doing the show. And they had like the tall grass and they were like inside the grass doing the show, right? And he was like, being at this halftime show is like watching your neighbor have their own party, but you're not invited. Because like the grass is tall enough that you can just see like heads popping and dancing. You're like, you can't see nothing.
Can't see
It's
'em.
funny. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I name a Super Bowl performance
Snoop
halftime
Dogg.
show that was like good though.
Snoop
like
Dogg.
you think Snoop's was good?
I like Snoop's, but
I like
Snoop.
but I feel
Anyway.
like every live performance that I see, first of all, it sounds different.
Yeah.
I just go based off quality of sound. I mean, the freaking performance and all the people dancing and like the setup was sick. But yeah,
I honestly can't remember like a good one. I just remember like propaganda. Like Who's the one that their nip fell out? It was like Janet Jackson.
Yeah,
Oh,
something like that.
we're-
I just remember like wild ones like that. Were like, or Madonna kissed another girl. Remember that? There was another one like that.
You're digging deep in the archives now.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't like
Core
concerts.
memory there.
Memory bank.
That was core.
It's like I saw a booby.
I don't like concerts as it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I love them, dude.
Because you talk about sound quality. It's like we're so like radio or conditioned to radio, and then you go to a concert and you're like, this is raw. Like this is I don't,
Maybe you haven't
you
heard
don't sound
good
good.
music then.
You
I've
gotta
heard
go
a
to
lot of
real-
concerts,
Dude,
like,
I went to a
I went to
Metallica.
Garth Brooks' concert. His concert was good because he's a good entertainer.
Really?
Like the music. I was like front row basically. Like my buddy put it all on. Like I was there, and it was it's
Not
just
great?
I mean, yeah, the concert was great, but it
I
was
thought
like
that too until like 8 years ago. I went to Boise and I went to Metallica. It was so sick. It sounds just like the radio. And I was like, okay, now I know what real music actually is. These guys are good. Changed my mind quite a bit on being like, what is actually produced, like on a soundboard compared to
yeah.
a guy just ripping on a guitar. It's a lot different.
I just think it's fun to go and like see who's real, who's not. Like, I went to, dude, one of the best live performances I've ever seen rock wise was first Five Finger Death Punch was good. POD. Do you guys remember the band POD?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, they kick ass live. Dude, I was like, no way. And they were like they weren't even headlining, they were just opening for like other bands. But like Godsmack and stuff. But I remember Theory of a Dead Man. You heard of Theory?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, horrible.
Really?
Dude, I was like, it was literally like he was plugging his nose and singing. And I'm like, you must be sick, dude, but you sound nothing like what you sound like on the radio. Like,
That's sad.
but dude, the music and AI.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that too,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like all these AI artists made up, making the top tens. Like,
Breaking Dawn or whatever it is.
dude, yeah. Like that Rust song or whatever was it? I can't remember, but music's going to be more personal now too. It's got to be. Like everything's just got to be way more personal to connect.
Have you heard of Arnold Schwarzenegger's podcast?
No.
He's not on it. Period.
Really?
Zero. It's his podcast. He has zero to do with it.
What the heck?
What do you
AI.
mean? It's all
AI voice. So I showed Devin this earlier today because there was on Kindy's podcast where my voice was all jacked. AI went through and cut it all out, whatever, but it didn't. There was a couple parts like where we talked to mom and I asked her about the 11-year-old kid at home. And so I was like, this is kind of an important part, I think, like it's deep and it like mom talks about it. So it did the transcription. And so I copied the transcription and I put it into Descript, into the AI chat bot or whatever. And then like I have to read a paragraph and I read it and it takes my voice and then it reads this script that I already said, but it like transcribed it and it puts it back into the podcast. And so like you can tell because it's kind of like robot-y, or like blocky or whatever. So there's no like flow to it, but it's
Still
definitely
sounds
my
like your
voice,
voice.
and it's me, and it's like whoa.
Yeah, that's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, the AI stuff's crazy. And I wonder too, like with all these jobs, I don't know how many jobs are going to get taken over by AI. By AI. But I do wonder, like, this connective piece again, man. And then how many people's lifestyles are just going to have to decrease? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like,
What do you mean?
for instance, say like arcane marketing, your own example, right? Like you get used, and I've experienced this myself, where like I made a certain living, and it's like, okay, I want to maintain that or improve, But like with people starting to lose their jobs to AI, it's like, okay, my entire expertise in what I'm doing is gone. Now I got to go learn something else. That is also going to entail a decrease in lifestyle, like ability to make and spend money, right? Like that's hard for humans. I mean, my own instance, right? Mine came from an accident and I'm losing my job and I'm like, crap, dude, I don't know what to do. I just had to sell everything and restart. But like how many people are going to experience that of like making a certain wage and like, okay, it's not like you can't go back and make that money another avenue, but it might be like this weird dip,
Sure.
like
It's a huge adjustment.
yeah.
Going without once you've had something it's tough.
Yeah.
For sure. Just try to stave off getting it for as long as possible.
I just think about how, like, if you look back in history, how certain things have built jobs over time, like the vehicle has created an immense amount of jobs. Like if there was never a vehicle created, like what would our world look like? If there was never the internet created, like what would our world look like? Yeah. And I think about that, and it's like, okay, so what if, where can you position yourself into the AI world? Like AI is a bot, right? But it also, to create what humans want for now, I guess, needs humans to run it.
Until it doesn't need us anymore.
Right. And then you pull the plug. But it's like, but if you can position yourself into an AI world of, like, I mean, who the hell would have thought that that black sheep, right? Who would have thought that that would have been a business? Compressing media files down to a certain size would be such a lucrative, or possibly lucrative business.
That'll be interesting.
But at some point in time, like, that is going to be a huge thing. But it all came, that would have never happened if it wasn't for AI and for the amount of media that we consume to have to compress something to such a small file. And it's like, and the same thing with, I mean, online marketing. Sure. It's like back in the day, I don't even know what they're called, but like the billboard companies were the shit. Like they own the marketing, right? Now it's online marketing. So
I don't know. Yeah, it'll definitely bring new opportunities in ways that we don't even understand right now, you know. But so it's a slight subject change. I had a question for you guys. How important do you think that it is? I'm genuinely curious of your opinion, to enjoy or have a passion for what you're doing in life to make a living.
To make a living off of what you're doing and enjoy that?
Yeah. And maybe I'll give a little more context. So I mentioned earlier, I'm not like intrinsically interested in AI. I think it's interesting in just a layman way, hearing about it or whatever, but really diving in, it's been anything I do know, it's been work to have to learn, because I'm not just loving geeking out over it, right? But to your point, like in the future, what jobs are going to come up through this, or what needs are going to be met that we don't understand yet, and the people that can adapt to meet those needs should be successful, right? But I don't have a passion for AI right now, you know, and maybe it develops, but so I'm just curious, right? When it comes to what you do to make a living, how important do you think that is for a complete life? I get you got to make bills, right? I understand that. But to have a complete life and make your life best, how important is that aspect for you guys?
I've actually thought a lot about this.
I think a lot about it all the time too, because I don't know.
Yeah, well, I personally think it's important.
Okay.
Even going back to the first of this conversation, your luck, right? I think things now are just, and not that they've changed, but like it takes time for things to happen, right? And Alex Hormozy talks about this, where he's like, be in something long enough, the people that think it's a good idea but don't like doing it leave, you know? And so when your luck happens, you're just right place, right time, right thing. But it's like, yeah, there's still an element of luck, but you've been in this working on something that you love doing for 7 years, when this other dude was like, tried for a year and gave up, you know? So I think in my mind, that's just one scenario. Have you ever read the book? It's called Ikigai.
No.
It's like a Japanese term about like the happiest, healthiest living economy in the world right now. And it's like Okinawa, Japan.
Okay.
And
who's the author?
I'll have to send it to you.
Okay.
Can't remember who the author is. The book, it gets boring, repetitive, but like the core message is about finding purpose and making that like part of your lifestyle and how you make money. And these people live happy, healthier, longer lives when they've found this true ikigai of whatever makes them the most complete. So yeah, I think it's important, because if you boil everything down to what is actually important in your life, probably being happy, and not even being happy, but a little bit being content of like where you are. And that's even like this idea of decrease in lifestyle too, where it's like, is more money going to make you happy? No.
Up to a certain point.
I think to like, but yeah, so yeah, you just still got to pay your bills. You got to do these things.
Once your needs are met.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also one of those things like, what are your wants and what are actual needs? That's hard because a lot of those
Had that
wants are now like feel necessary. Like I want muscle cars really bad, and I think the second I would get them, it'd be like, this is now a necessity. This is now my needs. You know?
More.
Yeah, like so it'd be hard to give that up. You know, but I mean, even my house. Like when I lost my house, we built our dream home. I spoke about this at Rise.
Yeah.
And we had to sell it, man. That sucked balls, dude. Because I worked so hard to get that. And I'm like, but I have a house that, guess what? I sleep in it the same way I slept in the other one. I live in it the same way I lived in the other one. Like, my life is not better because of the house. Yeah, it had a cooler view, but I don't know. It's this mind game for me of figuring out, all right, what does Myles do next? You know, like if marketing goes away the way you thought it did and AI doesn't interest you, yeah, what does interest you and how do you make that some way your lifestyle, you know, business wise?
Yeah.
I think about this a lot because I'm huge into the hunting industry, and like I could, if I wanted to, make the hunting industry my job. Like I already go to shows and help out with call companies and like video hunts and whatever. Like I could go balls deep into it, but then I also look at it and it's like, that would make me really happy to hunt all the time. But then it becomes a job. Then it's not fun anymore. Like then you stress out and then you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore or I want to do it, but now I also have to do it. It's not like, oh, this is a passion. This is fun. This is like, no, this is a decompress. Now it's like straight stress because you're like, I got to capture this content, or I got to sell all this stuff, or I got to do all this stuff. And it's like, well, dang, like, so I'm kind of on the fence with it. It's like, if you do, I don't know, you always hear like, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I'm like, and I have a different opinion on that. If you do what you love, you'll hate it for the rest of your life. And it's like, well, so sometimes I'm like, if you don't do what you love and you make not a shit pot of money, but if you make enough and you don't do what you love, then you're going to have the time to go out and do what you love, and you can leave that at the front door and just be like, whatever, I don't care about that. That's in my rearview mirror. You know, that's work. I'm going to be with my family and be whatever.
Yeah.
But that's like, it's kind of a caveat of it a little bit. Like, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't want to go to work every day. I did for a long time in my concrete business, like hating going to work every day, and it sucked. But like ultimately, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do both. I couldn't do like you fishing. I couldn't make money fishing and have that every single day unless it was like sending guides out and you don't have a damn thing to do with it other than you go fish on your own and they go make the money. Like that's the only way I could see it. But you being personally in the business, I don't know. Yeah.
My outlook is a little different, I guess, than both of your guys is now, because I'm in a little bit of a different standpoint in my life. I'm gonna staple this right now. I'm gonna call it the porter potty theory.
Okay.
So the way I think about any type of work, honestly, unless you're like one of the 1% that just gets to go freelance and do whatever, is, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I can be completely wrong with this, but I don't think wherever you work is what makes life good and happy. You need the work. You need to be able to make the money in order to enjoy the things that are truly important in life. And I think if you can see the silver lining in that, obviously you don't want to be miserable every single day, but the porta potty, I guess, that comes to mind because you could have a guy that grinds every day for a family, you know, cleaning shitters and making a ton of cash, but then his family gets to thrive on the trips and the weekends and when they're home, compared to a guy that could be super successful in a skyscraper, but he's gone and he's never making the memories and he's never making the time and he's never having those memories that truly make, in my opinion, life worth living. So I mean, like, yes, I think it is very important for sure. I don't think that's an argument that could ever be, you know, I think it's important, but I think as long as you're doing things that are making you successful for you to actually achieve the things that are successful in life outside of work, if you can find that silver lining and adapt, I think you're kind of hitting it better. It's kind of where I look at it. You know what I mean? 'Cause there are a lot of really crazy jobs out in the world, and a lot of them probably don't make a lot of money, and they're probably super happy. And I think it's because they don't hone in on being like, work is what's key. It's probably everything else. That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
right.
it. I think of it like janitors and stuff. Like some of the happiest people I've ever known are like janitors.
My buddy does maintenance for a couple of different companies in Pocatello. The dude is just loving life, but his schedule's sick. He's in fishing, right? Shocker.
Yeah.
But he like he splits his day up into 4-hour chunks, works from like 4 to 8, fishes all day, and then 5 to 9. And he's like exactly what he wants.
There you go.
know? So I agree.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Rob Bailey theory. We talked to Alyssa Scott on the podcast before, and she was saying that Rob essentially says there's really no free time during the day. Every part of the day has a reason. There's always something during each part of the day. Basically how she said it, right? Remember that? So basically, like, he was asking, like, can we ever hang out? And he was like, no, there's always something I got to do. But in a way of, like, if we hang out, we're going to be doing something. So I feel like if you could just find, like, the objective for each day, I feel like you can pull through and be pretty damn happy with whatever you're doing for work. But
It probably looking at all of it, I wonder how much of it just boils down to lifestyle, right? Yeah, and going back to even all three of ours, right? Like this lifestyle, I'd be sick to hunt and out every day, and like there's going to be parts of everything that you do you're not going to love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, I can come on here and podcast whenever I want. I don't make a whole ton of money, but it's like you have a higher paying job, but you get it. You have to be there at 7 and you get to leave at 3.
Yep.
It's not like you can't ask for time off.
Right.
But it's also the same thing of just like lifestyle. I've decided to go without some things so I can have these things, and then Tommy's, it's funny because I remember working for a snowmobile company, right? Snow West. And the guy, I loved riding sleds. He's like, if you want to love riding sleds, don't work here.
Yep.
And I think it's because his just turned into homework. It wasn't any longer about snowmobiling. It's like, I gotta write an article about our ride that we did. I think a little bit that's changed now with social media, and hopefully you can hire more of that out where it's video storytelling rather than written storytelling. It's harder to write something than it is, I would say, to video something.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's still going to be a level of, dang, I'm going to work.
yeah, always.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get away from that wherever you go.
Yep. I think there's, who freaking knows? But I ultimately just think it boils down to lifestyle. There's parts of me that's like, dude, I should just go get a part-time job to literally get out and do stuff.
Yeah.
Other than like ruminate. Like, what could I do right now? I could go meet a million people I've literally thought about just applying at Dutch Bros. I don't even care about the money, dude. I care about meeting 1 million people.
Give me caffeine and introduction.
You would be great at
That'd be
Dutch
so.
Bros.
Could you imagine going up down? What's up?
Dude, and I've even asked her, she's like, I'll hire you, but I'm like, I don't want to make the drinks. I want to take everyone's order. I want to sit out there with the iPad. While I'm taking the order, I'm going to slip my nonprofit business card in there and be like, sign up. Knowing full well that I'm about to leave this place anyways when this kicks off.
Yeah, that's right.
'Cause I'm going to help people.
So what's your answer? What do you think? I want to hear your thought on it.
How did I ask the question?
Do you think it's
can't
important
remember.
to
Well,
love
so-
or like what you do, or have like a?
Yeah, I think it's
How important is it for you to be happy working where you work, basically?
I think that you have to. I think you said find contentment. I think you at least have to have that. Have to be able to be content. Maybe not. Well, is content the right word? I think you have to be in a position where if you're not content, you're in a position to get somewhere else that you need to go, and you know where that's at or whatever. You know what you're going to shoot for or whatever. Mm-hmm. But for a complete life, yeah, I think you should at least enjoy or find aspects of your work that you really enjoy. I mean, it's what a third of your life on average that you're there. That's a big chunk. Mm-hmm. It's a big chunk of life to just go do and be unhappy in for the other third, because you got to sleep too.
Yeah.
So I think it's important. How important does it have to be your passion in life? No, I don't think it does. But I do think you need to be able to glean enjoyment and satisfaction out of it.
So it's good. This actually makes me think of something I saw today or yesterday or whatever, but it was talking about the number one, or the best saying in Batman didn't come from Batman. It came from Bane. And he's up, it's like when they're up on a bridge or like on a sky deck or something, and they're fighting, Batman and Bane, and Bane says, "Peace has cost you your strength, victory has defeated you." And he's talking about being content with the victory that he's had, like that Batman has had, is he's content in it. And that makes me think about like being content. Like
right.
There's so many like catches with this. It's like, well, shit, I'm content.
Yeah.
I'm content with what I have, but that stops me from driving. So I've got that victory of content. Now I'm not driving any further. It's like, yeah, it's tough.
That is tough, because where's the line? Mm-hmm. How much? I was just talking with actually Jake Johnston.
Yeah.
And I went to breakfast this morning, and we were talking. I was talking to him about that. About how do you decide when enough is enough? I asked one of my business partners this. He's built quite the portfolio. I think he just crossed 30 million in real estate assets.
Nice.
And I asked him, we were playing pool at my house, and I said, "When are you done?" Because I remember almost 10 years ago when he said he was going to be done. And it was a lot smaller of a number than, what he's doing now. And, he's one of those dudes that will never stop. I mean, I don't even think it is a number that he's trying to do. He loves the game. He loves business, and
That's just going to be part of it, though. Like,
yeah. And for him,
staying in it, you're not looking to retire.
Yeah. Yeah. For him, that's what it is too. We used to talk about that, not retiring. I don't think I'll ever retire. Like, I can't foresee a time where I'm ever just, great, I'm done. Because I want to design a life that I don't feel the need to go, oh, I want to be out of this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Anyhow, but yeah, how much is enough? When do you know you have enough?
I have no idea. Ikigai talks about that, though, where it's like creating a lifestyle that you don't look forward to retiring, that you will stay in, like because you enjoy it so much.
Yeah. So the work-life balance thing, I've shifted back and forth on how I feel about it. But right now, at least, I just think, like, I don't want my life to be such that I have to make a distinction. Like, I want to be doing the things that I enjoy for work, and I want to be doing the things I enjoy in non-work. And to me, they're so intertwined that it's hard to separate a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll put my phone down and just spend time with the kids or whatever, but if I want time off in the middle of work or the week, I'll do that. But it's not a big deal to pick up the phone on a Saturday either, because I'm enjoying what I'm trying to build.
Yeah, you don't mind.
Right? I almost don't want that distinction, because if I have a major distinction between that, then I'm probably not enjoying what I'm doing as much. I don't know.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's how I feel this minute. Ask me in 30 minutes.
Yeah, ask me in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a portion of that I agree. I ran this little group called The Known, and I talked about that, where it's like, you take your dreams and dream weave it into your life, right? So I call it the dream weave. Like, what kind of things can you weave into your life that just become normal, because you like doing it. But
then, I've talked to both of you guys about this, but right now I'm looking for something else. I am feeling that, like, itch for something something else to add to or something. So I've definitely not accomplished that, what did you call it? Dream weaving?
Yeah, dream weaving. Yeah.
Dream weaving. I'm not there yet, but I don't know.
I don't know if it's because coming up to like a certain age in my life and midlife crisis is about to hit or whatever it is, but I think a lot about like in my 20s saying like, well, when I get to this age, I'm going to do this. Or when I get to this, like, and this, my buddy died during COVID, and his thing was when I turned 40, I'm going to New Zealand on a stag hunt. And then he died before he could do it. And it was like, shit, dude, you had all the means in the world. You could have done it. And there was no reason he couldn't have done it. It just was like, when I turn 40, I'm going to do that. And then it was like, well, now you can't. So I think about that too. It's like, so at what point is enough? Or do you say like, yeah, I'm not retired until I'm 70. But that's because I take these little bits and pieces out of it here and there to go live now.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it is what it is.
You got to.
Yeah.
I feel pretty strongly about this subject, though. I can't stand when people just don't do stuff that they want to do. Just go do it. You want to go to Mongolia? Go.
Yeah.
Go. You don't know the language or anybody there, and it's really expensive. You get one life.
Yeah.
We get to do this once. Why put it off just so you could maybe get sick and not,
Right.
not ever get to do that stuff. Yeah. Plus, I want my kids to see that their parents lived, like that they went and did stuff, that they, even when it wasn't the smartest. I mean, financially, all the money that we've spent over, on traveling over the last 4 years, we'd be a heck of a lot better off, not to have spent that, financially at least. But like, I want my kids to see that the stuff doesn't matter. It's the experiences and the people that you share it with is the stuff that really matters,
Yeah, that's something that I always tell my wife, and she hates it. She thinks I hate Christmas, but Christmas is actually my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
But it's because of giving, and it's because of like the love that's shared. But she's like, you're the biggest Scrooge because you don't want to give presents to your kids or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't want to give shit to my kids. I want to give them experiences. Mm-hmm. So I'm always like, let's go out of town on Christmas. Let's go travel. Yeah. Let's go do whatever. And like, if we go to Mexico, we went to Mexico this year, or if we go whatever, and my kids kind of complain about it because they're like, we want to be home on Christmas. And I was like, okay, we're going to call this have experiences, not crap.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's go experience the world as a family.
Do you still do any gifts?
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Riss and I, this last year is the first, because 2 years ago we went overboard, and I was like, no, we're never doing this again. I mean, just crap. Presents everywhere. And just stuff that like the kids wouldn't even appreciate.
Yeah. Tossed in a box.
And they don't remember next year what they got the following, or next month what they got a month ago.
So this last year, I went to Kiribati. It's the Republic of Kiribati, and it's a little island that I went to called Christmas Island to go fly fish. But you go through Honolulu, and I was like, oh, I'm already going to be in Honolulu. I'll just fly us and the kids out to Honolulu. We'll do like our Christmas celebration or whatever, and we won't do gifts. We'll donate some money this year. We're not going to make it about presents, right? Dude, I missed the presents. I wanted to open it. Really? Like, Christmas morning, Chris and I are like, maybe I'm a little more materialistic than I thought I was.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, the experience was good,
yeah.
But there was a part of me that I'm like, okay, next year we'll do the same thing, but we'll get like one present for everyone.
Yeah, we took a couple little ones.
A little wrapping paper in
there.
there.
We took a couple little ones to Mexico with us. So the kids had something to open.
What part of Mexico?
We go to Cabo, but go north.
Okay.
Or Cerritos.
Cool.
So, yeah, we actually did some fishing there 2 times ago. Not fly fishing. I'm not that cool. But
you could be.
Caught some marlin. Well, I love fly fishing, but I'm not.
Well, we got to go.
Yeah, well, it's been like 20 years since I fly fished.
That's
I grew up in Driggs, and so I fly fish, Teton, and everything.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Boise, and it's like
gone.
Even though they've got decent fishing there, but yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question about money. This is what everybody knows who Dave Ramsey is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, his is so controversial as well, right? Like, do everything in cash. No, do everything in loans. Listen to like Grant Cardone versus Dave Ramsey, and it is so different. What's your take on money, Dave Ramsey style versus?
I had this conversation yesterday with my brother.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny.
First off, I'm not educated enough to speak on that. That's how I feel. I'll tell you my opinion, but just
Yeah.
I think that Dave Ramsey has phenomenal advice for the majority of, maybe the majority is the wrong way to put it. Really great advice for how most people think they're supposed to live, right? In just, you buy what you want, and you always want to get the next car, the next thing. I feel like most people think that way. I have to fight it myself, but when you're thinking that way, I think his advice is great because it keeps you out of trouble, right? But, and this is the uneducated part, I've watched like my business partners, a couple of them just the exact opposite of Dave Ramsey and doing really, really well. And we've had so many discussions on debt and utilizing debt properly. I mean, I was terrified of debt until like 10 or 15 years ago, until I realized, oh, not all debt is bad, because that's how I grew up, right? Mm-hmm. All debt is bad, no matter what. You don't finance anything, you pay for cash for everything. My thing is, I just don't want to put my money into depreciating assets. I'll take out debt if I can make money on the debt. Simple as that.
I agree with you.
Let's hear yours.
Oh, I agree 100%. I followed Dave Ramsey to a T when Jen and I first got married. Well, actually, not when we first got married, because we got into some shit, and then we followed Dave Ramsey.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, and it pulled us out, and I'm very grateful for that. But I was talking to my brother about this yesterday, and it's just the math for you. The example was, you have $30,000 in a safe that has been sitting there at a current, just a HELOC on my house right now is 0.67 or 6.75 rate. So if you take that money and you go 30,000 and you do 6.75 rate over a year, you lose $168 a month on that money sitting in your safe. So Dave Ramsey says have all of these cash things and emergency reserves sitting there in case of an emergency. And so we did that. And then it's like, you have, I don't even know what it was. It's like, so $30,000 sitting in your safe in case of an emergency, but you lose $168 a month on that. So you might as well start just chipping away $168 every month out of that safe. And it's so, by the end of 1 year, you're down to $28,000 in that safe, instead of taking that money and then have it work for you in an appreciating asset. Even if you wanted to go I think it's dumb too, but like an account as a CD, or I don't know, but I'm almost to the point, or I'm to the point now. It's like, if I have an emergency, I'm going to probably, and don't listen to this if you're in a bad spot for finance, I'm going to go put it on a credit card, because it's an emergency and I can get it paid off pretty quick. But it's like, if I don't have $10,000 to go replace a furnace, I'll put it on a credit card and I'll get it paid off quick, within a couple months at least. And it's like, but when I was a kid or when I was 20, I couldn't do that. So Dave Ramsey definitely helped.
Yeah.
Like, we were putting groceries on credit card, and it was like, what are we doing? This is $5,000 in groceries. We need to pay this crap off.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, I think about like the living within your means type of stuff, and I mean, I'm in a weird scenario myself where it's like, we own our home. I'm like, we could get a HELOC. I mean, we have a HELOC. We've never even touched it, but it's that emergency thing, like if we needed something, I guess, like, here we go. But we also have a savings, but at the same time, it's, do you put that into something? The only reason I got to owning my home was by assuming debt through homes, and I decreased my lifestyle. So it was like this build bigger, sell. Luckily made enough money, went back to square one. but decreased. So it's like, I don't know. I've always thought about my stress level is near zero compared to when I was going through that other shit, breaking my neck, losing all this money. Like, dude, what am I going to do? Credit cards are mounting up. I can't live this life anymore. So that's kind of like where that question came from.
Yeah. I think what you said, though, I think every person is going to have a different tolerance for what they feel good with, right? For me, there's some deals that I could have been a part of that I didn't have the stomach for it, right? But the guys in that deal, they did, and it actually worked out fine, but it was not a big deal for him to leverage that much.
Yep.
I mean, leverage is the name of the game for him. For me, I get really uncomfortable if I'm that leveraged. So I think the hardest part is trying to find the things that I'm willing to become leveraged for and making the good business decisions or, the right property or whatever. Like, for example, that 40 acres, terrible investment. Don't do that. It's not making me any money, and I just spent a ton on it, But
I think about that VC that was up there at Island Park, and when he said he's like I write off 30% of what we, or whatever his number was. I think it was like 30% of what
That's
we
nerve-wracking.
invest in a year.
yeah,
You were gone. You went back to Owen's deal, and it was like, but yeah, he said 30% of what he invests in a year, they write it off as a loss. And I don't know how much he said he invests in a year, but I gotta imagine somewhere in the 10 to 20 million at least.
yeah. I don't know how much he manages.
I mean,
but
he's
it's
he's
big.
writing off $3 to $5 million a year in just a loss because the businesses went belly up or whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, like, dude, that's
Jeez.
unreal.
Could you donate to my nonprofit?
You just got $1.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that dude was interesting. He's super smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Crazy. Cool, man.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get out of here soon.
Yeah,
You got a gym day.
I do have a gym day.
Getting jacked. What gym?
Golds.
Heck yeah.
Do you guys all three go to the same one?
They go to Savo. I go to Gold's. I'll probably see you there at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time do you usually go to Gold's?
Oh, right now it's either middle of the afternoon, 2:00, or 5:30. Sometimes it's early in the morning, but
I love that. I love having a schedule that you can be like, 2:00.
yeah,
We're gonna go.
yeah,
Sweet.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I hate going at 5:30. It's so busy.
It's crazy right now.
Yeah,
Evenings are
The
nuts.
New Year's are going. They're still holding strong in February 18th.
I don't even know if that's what it is, man. I feel like I don't know, it's a double-edged sword. The gym thing for Gold's is like, I'm thankful that there's a lot of people that want to be active, but at the same time, there's nobody doing the fucking work when they're in there.
They're doing this.
TikToking, and I'm like, get out of the way.
See this influencer doing that,
Yeah,
that
so it's
curl?
like-
They're doing awesome.
So it's like, yeah, and it's a bunch of young people. So it's like, if I wish I could motivate them to actually be in there doing something good, because there's a lot of them, but a lot of them just stand around. So it's like 6s. Yeah. But yeah.
only do for you. I said you can only do it for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Any parting words of wisdom for us?
no, I have no wisdom. No,
Miles, chill.
No, definitely not.
It's awesome.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You got anything to not live by that you've experienced?
No, I wish I had something of value to add here. No, I mean, I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah.
It was
dude.
fun.
Appreciate the last minute.
Yeah, thanks for letting us bug you.
Yeah. When you get a call that said, "Hey, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. We have nobody else. Please."
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's funny. We just started like reaching out. Like he reached out. I just threw something on my Instagram. I was like, Sheldon works in this building.
Yeah.
Call
What's
Sheldon.
Sheldon doing?
He's
He
like,
got
oh, I
scared.
got some proposal.
Huge. Sheldon would be great to have on.
He got scared.
I just thought it would be hilarious. Like his would be funny.
Oh, Sheldon's great. I love that guy.
And then I actually hit up Jake too because we talked about Jake coming on previously. I'm like, oh, this would be cool. Be able to talk about his heart stuff, all that stuff. But he's like, I'm busy too.
You know, actually what got it was the whole schedule thing, I was like, Myles makes his own schedule, and he could probably break away right now at 2:00 in the afternoon and come bullshit with us for an hour and a half, and not have a big deal with it, like to take care of it.
He's
so
never
that's
gonna
why I
answer
was
your
like,
phone
yep,
call
he
again.
could, yep.
Well, I hope this all works out. This is all new equipment for us. So
Yeah.
we're going to hope that this just turns out awesome.
It looks sweet in here. You
Yeah.
really done a good job.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
if there's anybody listening to this and they have a business proposition for Myles,
Yeah.
mostly in the adult industry, would probably be the best, I think.
Obviously,
Please.
video adult
Yeah.
industry.
Please.
I know, that's why my adult industry never made it. I didn't video any of it.
Ah, shoot.
Dang it, I missed that market point.
You missed the key part.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Heck yeah. Well, love you, Myles.
Thanks, guys. I
No, say
appreciate
it back. Say it
All
back.
right, love you, Myles.
Love you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Love you,
Love
bye.
you guys too.